Hi, Pusnet, new little video. On this one, it's gonna actually, if you stay tuned, at the end I'll give a choice of the next few videos I'm gonna do, and the reason that I'm doing that is for the reason of this video is a little bit update. First, let's start. So I have a very busy time right now, and I'll go through it a little bit later. But a few new toys. Just got my new tent. It's called the TGV2, sorry, by Mountain Equipment Co-op. The reason I went with that, last time I did a little camping trip in the winter, I brought my bivouac and everything fell on me. My MSR reactor fell and everything, and I got very cold, and it didn't go too well. The problem that the reason I brought my bivouac initially is that the other tent that I have is an expedition tent, so it's more robust and it's made for going high in the high altitude. When I went to Aconcagua, that's the one I use. So it's great for that, but it's pretty heavy. So if you're two people, it's not bad, but by yourself, it's a little bit too heavy. So this one, I forgot what's the weight, but I think it's about 2 or 3 pounds, I think. So it's way lighter than my other tent. Can still have 2 people in, but a little bit more tight. So great for one person, also in the winter. It is a 4-season one because there's 3 basically arcs. So 2 main ones and 1 for the door, which basically means that heavy snow and winds will be resistant. Not as much as my expedition one, but great for what I want to do it. It's very light, and I'm really looking forward to be using this. So instead of bivouacking now, that's what I'm going to bring, and I'll have a little bit more space and stuff. And when I go in this, and that's why I bought it, because even in the summer, when I go by myself, I either had to carry the other tent, and bivouacking in the summer is not as nice either, because where usually I go, there's campsite and stuff, and it's hard to keep. So I usually bring the big tent, which gets you heavier. So I'm looking forward to try that thing. Another little thing I bought, well, rebought in a certain way. It's 20 meters of rope. So I always carry that when I go hiking, because, well, not really hiking, when I go scrambling. So the difference mainly with hiking versus scramble is that pretty much you climb the mountains, and falls can happen. I always carry my helmet when I go scrambling, my climbing helmet, because of that. So I always carry a rope with me. I used to buy the rope per meters, but I've been finding those steel that does that, and it's the 8mm 20-meter rope. As you can see, it's very light. I don't know exactly if there's a weight on there, but it's very light. And the beauty with this thing too is that if you do any glacier travel or anything, it's perfect for that. It's easy to carry, doesn't take much space, and it gives you enough, because it's a static rope. So it gives you enough to to have between people for a rope. So it's great for that, and so that's why I bought it. It's relatively cheap. I think it was about $50. So for extra safety and multi-use, it's great. The reason I bought a new one is that every 5 years they always say that your soft gear, so ropes, webbings and everything, even if you never use them or never have big falls on it, it's good to change it, just because of the sun and degradation. They cannot as protect it as much, so they cannot recommend it as well. So if you're using it just for the backyard or something, then you just keep your rope. But if you're going to use it for anything else, the purpose, it's good. And actually, even your helmets for biking and your harness, same kind of deal. So every 4 or 5 years, there's always this big time that. So that's why I try to buy everything a little bit like a year or two difference, because then every year you just change that and this. So usually what they recommend is that when you buy your rope, and some of them will come with it, but another trick of the trade in a certain way is that when you buy your rope, yeah, this one doesn't have those ends over here. Sometimes they say like to write down the date, or to keep a logbook. Sometimes, especially if you go climbing, you keep a logbook of how many times you fall, because certain ropes, like I said, this one is what we call static. The dynamic ropes, you can fall a few times. So if you take what they call a lead fall, so that means if you climb up and then you drop a little bit, not just like but like So according to the longer of the that means it's considered a fall. There's a certain limit of on your ropes and stuff. And like they obviously, every time you use your rope, you always have to go inch by inch to check it out and see if there's any weakness that happens, because sometimes what happens when you press on it, so you see, well, you can see, it feels hard here. If there would be a weakness in it, it would be kind of feeling soft, and that means like you have to cut above that weakness or literally get rid of the rope depending on where it is and stuff. So anyway, bought new rope, and also I have a few more things here. I bought a Scotty vest that I changed as an EDC, which bring me to well, we'll talk a little bit more about the Scotty vest, but basically what I would like to talk about is a little bit of an update. So as I was saying initially at the beginning of the video, I'm getting pretty busy. So I'm in the middle of changing a job. Starting a new job in August, so I'm going to be flying up north. So I'm going back as a flight nurse. So, yay! But going to be flying out of Nunavut, which is country up north in the countries in Canada. And so I'll be doing some transport, and I'll be like 2 weeks in, 2 weeks out. So I'm looking forward to this. I'll have more free time a certain way, but when I'm working, I'll be there. So videos will be a little bit more sparse. That's why I wanted to chat about it. As well as now, I'm still in the process, but it looks very, it's 98% sure that I'm going to do it. July, I'll be leaving for India. So there's a program there, and I'll put a link below the video, which is learning the, well, not the whole thing, obviously, because it's just for 2 weeks, but learning about introduction to Easterner medicine, so the kind of medicine they use, alternative medicine they use in India. So the first 2 weeks you spend so the program is 1 month long, so the whole month of July. The first 2 weeks you learn about the different medicines and stuff that they use, and the other 2 weeks then you go and travel at the base of Himalayas mountains, where you go into a village and stuff and you help. So I thought it would be an awesome experience, especially before I don't know when I'll get vacation with this 2 weeks in, 2 weeks out and stuff, and it'll be a little bit later. So I thought I would take that time off to do one big trip. So I'm really looking forward to that, because I'll come back with a lot of information and knowledge, hopefully, on for the self-reliance, because I mean, you cannot be more self-reliant than when you're little village outside in the Himalayas. So I'll see a lot of stuff that I'm not used to see, tropical disease and other disease and stuff, and malnutrition. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. So that's going to be all July. So that means that if this happened in all from now on to all the way to July, so I have like a month plus shift that I'm working. I'm also going to be moving at the end of this month. going closer to the mountains. I'm looking forward to this actually. I will be moving to a town called Canmore, which is right into the mountains, so it's great. So I'll have the mountains all around. So that means I'm going to be very busy doing all that paperwork and stuff. So that brings me to the last part of the video, which is the next video. I would like you to decide what you would like. I'm noticing that I'm having a lot of subscriber now. I'm way more subscriber than when I started, and I'm grateful and thank you and welcome to all the new subscribers. The thing though is I noticed that the views of the video are not increasing by much. So I was wondering if the videos, people didn't like them or what they wanted. So what I thought I was going to do is give you 3 choices for the next video that I'm going to do, and kind of see what so by choice. So just leave a message at the end of what video you would like to, and it's going to kind of give me an idea of what you would like me more videos to do. Because usually I have an idea and I do a video and that's it. But I don't know if people want different things, and I'll try to have maybe more ideas on a certain subject depending on the votes that you guys can you're going to do. So 3 videos. So I was talking initially that about a Scotty vest, and for those that don't know, there'll be a link at the bottom. So this is the Scotty vest, but this is a special Scotty vest, as you can see a little bit here. I made that my ADC. So now in the bags, basically, I got whole things in because I think it has 26 pocket, that one, or 24 pocket. So basically every pockets right here are filled with my ADCs. So that would be the first video. If you want me to go through my system, the reason I chose it, what's in my pockets, then leave a message behind. So basically this is the Scotty vest there, and it's still a work in progress, but so far I really like it. And I'm very psyched because it was something I've been waiting for a long time to do that project. So finally I was able to afford it and buy the vest. The second video will be more an outdoor video, so for the outdoor people out there. Right now the conditions are for biking, but when it starts, I know a lot of people sometimes have questions on mountain biking and stuff, and I'm not an expert, but I'm getting there, I guess, or I'm getting better at it. So if you would like to have a video on the basics and the techniques and some tricks and the trades from mountain bikes, then leave your message. Then I'll know if people like more outdoor stuff. And the third video will be more for the self-reliance medicine, and so on that one will be the improvised dressings. So I did the 2 parts of dressings. So I did the first part, which I kind of explained how to do wound care, and then the second one, what kind of dressing you should use, and then I said one time I would do a third one, which would be how to improvise some of the dressings. So now I'm starting to have more ideas and stuff, so I could make the video. At one point I'll do all 3 videos, so don't be worried about that. I'll probably get to this, but I just want to kind of gauge a little bit now what's what the people want. So it's your channel of the people. So just leave a message at the bottom what kind of next video you would like to, and I'll work on that. And like I said, after that, I don't know exactly how it's going to be. I don't know even if the India works. I don't know if I'll have connection and stuff. But for sure, when I come back from there, I'll have videos and I'll talk about it, and I'll try to I'll bring my GoPro and make tons of footage and stuff, and whatever I'm legally can do with cares of patients and stuff. So so yeah, leave a message, and hopefully we'll talk to you soon.